Just a few days ago was the Disney shareholders meeting, where various footage was shown for Avengers Endgame, but specifically today, of course, we'll be talking about another film that was shown, or at least a small teaser trailer for it. That film was Star Wars Episode 9. Luckily for us fans, we have information from someone that was from the shareholders meeting, and he explained exactly what he saw in the footage for Episode 9. It's unknown exactly if what he saw was an actual teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 9 or not. What is known though is a lot of the major players did make an appearance, including Kylo Ren, Rey, and more. So without further ado, let's go ahead and break down and explain exactly what type of footage was shown at this shareholders meeting. This is exactly what the attendees saw. Quote, "We saw a blockade runner in an abandoned looking hangar. We then saw an explosion knocking stormtroopers into a starship hangar bay. Kylo Ren in a white room looking at the Vader helmet. Rey, Finn, Poe in the Falcon cockpit. And finally Lando very briefly, Rey with Chewie's bowcaster, Finn in some abandoned looking ship interior. And that's all the footage. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the biggest surprises of the footage that was shown. Lando of course being one of them, as we knew that Billy D. Williams was confirmed to return in Star Wars Episode 9. Of course though, the biggest piece of news that we got from this information was the return of the Darth Vader helmet, which was absent from The Last Jedi. In The Last Jedi, Kylo Ren seemed to have altered his motivation, talking about letting the past die. Many of us believing that that had to do directly with Darth Vader after he was criticized by Snoke, with of course Snoke telling him that he may never be as powerful as Vader was. Therefore, it appears as if Kylo Ren had moved past the need for Vader's helmet, wanting to create his own dark presence in the galaxy. However, in Episode 9, it appears as if he's gone back to it. The White Room is something different, as we haven't really seen a white First Order room before, but now that Kylo Ren is the Supreme Leader, I'll be interested to see what type of developments he's done with the First Order, especially since there's a rumored time jump in Star Wars Episode 9 of at least a year. Something else that was briefly discussed in the footage that wasn't in this breakdown was the return of Rey's or Anakin's lightsaber. Apparently in the footage there is a brief glimpse of it and it has been repaired. To what extent is it repaired we don't know, but maybe it will have the same aesthetic as Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Apparently in the footage we also got a brief glimpse at BB-8 and a new type of droid. As far as a more in-depth explanation of what we saw, we do have one other source, with it saying this: Star Wars Episode 9 footage included quick shots of all of the main characters, Poe, Finn, Rey, then Kylo Ren. Kylo looking down, and then we see he's looking at a container of some kind, opening to reveal it has Vader's helmet inside of it. Rey says, "It's too dangerous, I'm going alone." Poe then says, "We're going together." We see Poe, Rey, Finn, and Chewbacca all sitting in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. Star Wars Episode 9 also had behind the scenes reel shots, with many shots including one of the Tantive 4, Lando, and a new droid. The new droid looks similar to a megaphone on a wheel, confirming a recent character design leak. In the footage, Kylo is not wearing a helmet. Also, he's not bald. We only saw Kylo in one scene, and he looked pretty much the same as far as the audience could tell. There were also apparently some scenes with Daisy Ridley doing some wire work with the lightsaber, but those were pretty much all of the descriptions that we got for the Episode 9 footage. Of course, the biggest one being the return of Darth Vader's helmet in some type of container in a white room. We know of course that the helmet has extreme significance to Kylo Ren, but we'll have to see why he's chosen to go back to it after the events of The Last Jedi. But anyway guys, leave your own thoughts on this footage in the comments down below, and tell me, what are you guys most excited to see in Star Wars Episode 9? Also, by the sounds of it, how are you guys feeling about the footage that they showed at the shareholders meeting? Does it sound promising to you or not? As always my friends, thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day. Before you go, be sure to check out my other channel, The Marvelous Wave, where we talk all about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, including news, breakdowns, and theories about all upcoming and past Marvel movies. Link to the channel is in the description below.